Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we have a beautiful aspect of Venus making a trine with Pluto at 28 degree. This is an aspect called trine and I'm discussing this by zodiac today because this will have some amount of influence on the events of end of July and early August that I hinted towards in my last reading. Towards the end of July and early August, we would have once in a lifetime aspect of Uranus, Mars and North Node making a conjunction at 18 or 19 degree of Taurus. This will bring some left-wing events suddenly out in the open. There will be some dramatic changes and shifts and surprises which will be fated in nature, which will happen at that time. This transit with North Node is also an excellent time to move forward on something that we have been putting off for a long time. It is the time when fated actions which are accelerated in nature are done and we achieve something very significant which normally would take a long time to come. But nobody likes surprises, so there is an element of out of the blue that can happen with Uranus involved with that aspect. We are in some ways today preparing for that event. When Venus in Taurus makes a positive aspect with Capricorn, it is the day of insights. It's the time of grounding, especially in our thinking, in our choices, in our self-expression, in financial matters, in business dealings, in heart matters, and in creative outputs. Some very useful healing, psychological insights, as well as some practical insights related to money, finances, relationships, and the stability of our life are achieved. This is an Earth trine. So the output of this aspect is meant to be tangible and physical. But because it's an easy transit, we could easily miss it. We need to take this opportunity not for granted. That's why I'm doing this video, so we can see the themes for your sign and try to seize the opportunities that are in front of us on these topics or on these themes in your life right now. Take the profits, use the opportunity, grab a moment of focus to create something deep and meaningful, whether it is in terms of work of art or a financial investment, or if you feel deeply about somebody, express it. When you know what you know in terms of making a choice, believe that you will find the conviction within you to pursue it. In August, when Mars and Pluto will make this exact trine at 26 degree on 14th of August, you will find the conviction to go after this desire of yours. Note that this is the outcome of Mercury retrograde as well. So there has been a lot of thinking and overthinking to some extent over the course of last 1 month on this. So Pluto in some ways is saying that thinking is done and action is overdue. And as Mars will form this conjunction with Uranus and North Node end of July, you will find that there will be accelerated action in this area of your life and we will require a lot of guts to carry through those actions. They can accelerate the progress with much more conviction in our actions, which will be given by Pluto as it forms a positive aspect with Mars around 14th of August. Key changes in this part of your chart are ahead. And we'll have to act on those ideas. Things will dramatically change and progress accelerates in August. Uranus, Mars, North Node will be once in a lifetime aspect that you and I are going to experience. It will influence all of us, but it will happen at around 18 or 19 degree of Taurus. So it will definitely affect more of fixed signs. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, especially around 18 or 19 degree of their zodiacs, will feel that influence towards end of July and early August more, with more relevant, dramatic life changes, shifts ahead of them. This is around 10th of May born, 11th of November born, 11th of August born, or 9th of February born. Fixed signs in general will feel that transit more dramatically. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, though it will influence all of us, and I will go over the themes for all of the 12 zodiac signs for this very same reason. But the trine of Pluto, it helps, gives us the guts, the conviction, the insight to handle that change in a productive and a grounded fashion. And we are kind of getting some part of that conviction, ease, even benefits, profits, and supports or beneficial insights to handle that transit right now. So I'll go over each of the zodiac signs now so we can look at which part of your chart Taurus represents, and hence which part of your life right now you might be attracting conviction, ease, profits, benefits, beneficial insights, and favors in, which will come handy for those shifts and dramatic changes that are ahead in July and August for us. As before, I will leave the timestamps in the comments and description for you to access your zodiac sign. My name is Charu. I'm your host on this journey. Let's dig in. Hi Gemini. Gemini, this is happening right before Venus enters your sign, which is a beautiful transit. But before it gets there, Venus is meeting Pluto, and it's focusing on your behind the scene affairs, hidden affairs, things that are below the surface, things that need to be ended before we get there. So Venus and Pluto in your house of spiritual creative pursuits, things that are done behind the scene. They are either trying to close a chapter because something needs to be finally ended, settled, some sort of dysfunction, you're like putting a wrap on it, finishing it up. Or there could be a spiritual or a creative pursuit or something that you're working on in hidden that you need to pay attention to and just finish it, and you receive the focus as well as the talent to work on it behind the scene and get it through. It could be creative in nature, it could be spiritual in nature that you're fervently pursuing without public eye on it, or this could bring money and favor that can come without knowledge of other people. This is the hidden hand of God or hidden hand of help that is received to pull us out of troubled waters, especially financially or psychologically in some way. Sometimes this is related to healing, that there might be some out of blue health issue that we receive an insight on, that there is an alternative healing method to get through on. There are insights on healing, peace, what brings you spiritual peace, what brings you what brings ending of something that is blocking you. That insight is received with this aspect, and that insight is important for you. It is important for the aspect that we'll have towards end of July and early August, when Mars, Uranus, and North Node will be together in the house of hidden for you, because it will bring out certain hidden demons to life. And I don't mean real demons. I'm talking about our own dysfunction, our fears, the things that block us when we have to take a bold call, when we have to move forward on something that requires guts. What blocks us? Our hidden enemies or blockages that we are not seeing right now. They come out and they play out on the surface. But Mars, Uranus, and North Node gives you new tools to handle those hidden enemies. It gives you new tools to handle your fears. It gives you new ways of either their spiritual practices, or there is a hidden beneficiary, or there is just faith in God, but some sort of practice is given to you which you are right now cultivating behind the scene to get ready for that moment when you'll need to use them. And that use, in my view, will happen towards end of July and early August. It could also be a creative project that you're working on under the wraps, and you finally have to work on it. And there could be some unexpected shifts and turns in it, which could come towards end of July and early August, and you need to develop some sort of practice to handle the unexpected that can happen in those projects, and you are given some insights to do just that. So this is the time when I'll ask you to value your privacy, create some spiritual practice that calm you when those left-wing things, suddenly out of the blue things come about, which are unexpected in nature, or they are critics or hidden enemies that create doubts in your mind about your ability to deliver something. This is also when sometimes love blossoms out of public eye. This is hidden affairs, actual hidden affairs. So one of those rare moments, maybe you just need to keep things still under the wrap and you're guided to not talk so much about it. And for a change, Geminis need to keep things private. So you might be guided to do just that. Especially 28 degree of Gemini or around 19th of June born, you might receive some insights around those. So pay attention to the not so obvious signs that are coming to you. Work on some spiritual creative pursuit that will create value for you going forward. Create a meditation or some sort of healing practice that will keep your body intact when some out of the blue events come into focus towards end of July, early August, which you had not planned for, especially on some creative projects or spiritual projects or projects that you're working behind the scene. You did not expect somebody to suddenly come out and say something or some hidden information you didn't mean to release, and that gets released suddenly towards end of July or August. So those kind of things out of your control, we create some amount of practices to manage that. And also there are money and favor that might change hands right now without the knowledge of other people. Make use of those hidden angels or the hidden support or the hidden hand of help that you're receiving, because you'll need it when those moments arise. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. I'll see you in the next reading now.